Hello everyone, Sarah here. I'm a meditation coach and trainer. Today talking about why it's so important to balance your energy. And I'm going to begin by sharing examples of having energy disturbance, energy imbalance, negative energy, negative kundalini. It's really that what we feel inside, those negative vibrations that cause us to feel off, that cause us to not feel like ourselves. And I'm going to go through some signs and symptoms of this kind of disturbance. So first of all, we get energy from everywhere in our experience, which is our environment, our home, the place where we reside, the location. Um, we receive energy from nature, from people, from our work. So these are all sources of where we receive energy. Also, our thoughts, our beliefs, our feelings, these all, channel our energy as well. So it's important to be aware of our energy, and I'm also going to talk about why it's important to integrate meditation as part of a daily practice to also harness and take care of your life force energy, which is one of your most vital assets. Um, Examples of energy disturbance are just what you feel internally. If you have anxiety, fear, worry, if you feel kind of oppressed or pressured, these are signs of energy disturbance, a lot of negative thoughts, negative thinking and stories, self-deprecating thoughts. So being aware of your inner state. Also, your sleep can be affected, the inability to sleep well, to go to sleep. When you do go to sleep, you have bad dreams or a fitful night of sleep of tossing and turning, so not being able to sleep deeply. You can have this negative disturbance also by noticing the way you eat. If you're eating fast or you have cravings for food that you normally wouldn't eat, or you know that that food's not good for you. Heavy foods, fried foods, processed foods, fast foods. Oftentimes we use food as a way to lower our vibration, lower our energy. Sometimes also in order to protect our energy, because it creates more of a barrier when you have really dense, heavy food moving through your system and your digestion. It creates more of a barrier to your present moment experience. So sometimes we use food for grounding because we don't feel well, grounding and protection. Also, if you are acting out, not acting like yourself, not feeling like yourself, oftentimes, kind of feeling spacey or not quite centered or in your body, feeling even disembodied, like you're floating above your head. These are signs of energy disturbance and the need to practice more presence and movement in your physical body. So if you find yourself acting out, if you're edgy, if you lack energy, motivation, inspiration, just that feeling of happiness, that's also a sign of energy disturbance. And to take time to really tune into yourself, to how you're feeling, so that you can then rebalance your energy. So you can tell by your emotions, your sleep, how you feel in your body, the thoughts that you have on a daily basis, the people that you're with. Pay attention to all of these things, especially with others. If you feel like your energy is getting stirred up or your energy is getting drained, or kind of like it feels like your energy is being taken away, to heighten your levels of presence and awareness in those situations, noticing where you may be giving away your power, your energy, where you might not be authentic or truthful in yourself in those situations, or just knowing when to leave those situations. That maybe there are experiences that you don't need to be involved in, that don't really benefit you, And so having that wisdom to just, peacefully leave and go in goodwill, those are the types of things that we can also start to get attuned to. Having boundaries, clear boundaries with people. Boundaries are healing. So this is the way we can start to bring our energy back into balance, is even having that boundary with ourselves. When we tell ourselves we're going to do something to take care of our energy, maybe it's exercise in the morning or a meditation practice or journaling, whatever that might be, that's the first agreement with yourself. Are you having those boundaries with yourself, eating well, taking care of your body, taking care of your spiritual health? These things are necessary to keep our energy in balance and in flow. So paying attention, that's the first step. Having awareness of noticing when we have energy disturbance, where we don't feel quite centered or balanced. Maybe we feel drained, exhausted, scattered. Being scattered is definitely a sign of energy imbalance, and also being clumsy, experiencing a lot of accidents that can come from psychic or inner disturbance. So paying attention to, when we start to get sloppy or we drop things a lot, not as a way to berate ourselves, but to notice like, okay, I can be a little bit more present here. So really paying attention to how we are in our body, how is our energy, and then I think having a daily practice is essential, learning how to ground yourself, center yourself every day. We can be of most service when we are healthy and we're connected to ourselves and we're embodied. And that means being present in our body, not necessarily just being head and shoulders and always being in this mind space, but being fully embodied and aware of how we are in our physical body, because our body is always speaking to us, and our spirituality, our spirit, speaks to us through our body. Our body will often tell us when something's wrong. That's why when we have energy imbalance or disturbance, it shows up in our body. It's our body's way of saying, look at this, this needs to come back into balance. And we can often feel that contraction in our body and our breath when something's not right, when our energy's out of balance, and that sense of relaxation and relief and just this positive energy flow when we feel connected and we're back in balance again. So these are some ways that you can come back into balance. And if you want to learn meditation, if you're just starting, we have a beginner's meditation kit on our home site. And then we also have more in-depth programs for people who want to deepen their own meditation practice and share meditation. That's one of the best ways to learn, is to learn how to teach meditation, even if it's in small increments. So check out our site. We have 2 big trainings happening: Leading Edge, which is a training for executive leaders, and Liberate, which is our meditation coach training that begins in September. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them below. And if you enjoyed this, please like or share. Thanks, everyone. Have a beautiful, balanced day today.